This is the story of a young, determined woman who left Machynlleth on her gravel bike to have a fantastic adventure full of expectation and excitement. What she didn't realise, there was more in store than she ever bargained for. I've started off on what the locals call the golf course road, which you get onto from Machynlleth. I've just seen an older couple. They said, going up that road, yeah, it gets very steep. Enjoy it. But it's been really, really beautiful. Yeah, that's steep. This is only a road climb at the start, relatively, but it is not for the faint-hearted. God, I love these small Welsh roads. I enjoy them more than I thought I would. Hardcore, thank God for thin tyres, well 40s, and 1140 cassette. I'm having an amazing scenery moment, or beautiful scenery, if one would want to use a different word. Wow. Apparently I'm on a couple of the Mac routes now, which I don't know a lot about, but I know they come up from Machynlleth. But oh, clearly look worth trying. Brilliant. Well, I think that's the end of the grassy bits for a bit. It's like one big strength workout, actually. It's quite dry though, considering when it's been. But it's tough gear, keep pushing. I'm in the forest now. Now I'm all up for a bit of fun. But the first bit of bridleway was on the side of a slope and I was off pushing because it was rutty. But I thought, hey, that's what happens when you have an adventure. So I didn't mind that bit. But then stretched out in front of me was about 400 metres of rocks that were unrideable, because basically what had happened is all the stones, and they were significant size, had washed down and it had turned into a stream bed. Well, that was a bit of a hikey bikey episode I've just been through. I couldn't even film it, I couldn't think straight. Yeah, but I'm on a gravel road now, well, like forest tracks, so I suppose, you know, it is what it is sometimes when you do sort of off-road bits like this, isn't it, in areas like Wales, in the Lake District to a certain extent. It's all part of the adventure. We don't do it in full carbon soled shoes, that's all I'm saying. Live and learn feeling. I'm quite enjoying this hill actually. You can just sort of sit down really and twiddle. Nice bends on it. Yeah, and the surface is quite good as well. So I can see the tops of the hills in the distance. So just get it in a good gear. Spinny, spinny, spinny. And every now and again, get out the saddle just to stretch your back. I think is the best way. There's a lake over there. You might be able to see it. Bit of a well-known place. Yeah, this is territory to start concentrating on. But it's Yeah, it's good. This is like real bike exploring, off-road stuff. And that's the jet that you can hear. Well, on 40mm tyres, I have to say that was a tad too much hikey-bikey. So maybe the answer is 45, 47s next time once you've actually got out home. Or get on your mountain bike. But I think you have to go with the right attitude for this bit, and that exploring in these hills might involve a bit of pushing and grovelling. So anyway, I'm about to go into the forest and I have to say I'm quite excited. Yay! Smiling! I love my positivity listening to that bit. So off I go, and the ruts are getting bigger, and actually what happened then is the ruts were so deep you either put your bike in them and walked up high, or you walked down in the rut with your bike up the bank. And at the end did I really say you could ride it on an MTB? Because I tell you what, you couldn't. You might have been able to get a penny farthing down in one of the deepest ruts with your feet on the top. I don't know. But I'm not really sure about that. I tried to be positive, I think. It's not been easy getting up here, I have to say, but now I'm up here and I'm looking over that little lake. It's beautiful. It is beautiful. It is beautiful, and there is nobody apart from me and some sheep. Now you might be able to pick up on a few of my vibes now, because what I haven't told you is I just lifted the bike over a lock gate, and that was my first one. Well, I could deal with that. That's happening everywhere, even in the Peak District, hey. And then what eventually happened is, as I turned round the corner, up the hill, there was another one, and then I was a bit fed up, I have to say. So at this point, I was just losing the will to live, really. I've been out for an eternity, so I abandoned. So in retrospect, what did I get out of it? Well, I did see some fantastic scenery and one red kite. I pedalled up some huge hills. In fact, I pedalled my legs off. My off-road skills were amazing, and even when it got really hard, I never cried. And my new Hammerhead Karoo 2 rerouted me back to the start. 3 tips for having a fantastic time. Always have enough fluid and food to be able to survive an epic, particularly when you're in uncharted territory. Always have a means of rerouting and being able to get back to the start and safety. And remember, you chose to do it. As always, if you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and consider subscribing. A huge thank you to all those fantastic people who have bought me a coffee. I've actually put that money already towards a new GPS, which I'm going to do a review about really, really soon. Take care, lovely to see you. Don't forget, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger.